Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Please consider subscribing to my channel. And today I want to talk to you about a new fragrance from Kenzo, and this is Le Pure by Kenzo. So here is the bottle. The bottle is absolutely beautiful. It's stunning. It's made of glass. It's completely transparent. So I actually have to put my hand like so you can actually read something on the bottle. So I will put down the notes on the screen, and my initial thought was to compare this fragrance, the new fragrance, to the existing one, which is Le Kenzo. Well, I do actually own an older bottle, which is Le Kenzo. It's still written here like Le Kenzo, whereas on the newer bottles we have Le Kenzo, and that's it. Actually, the first bottle of Le Kenzo had a different shape, so it was differently shaped bottle. Of kind of round, and it has a kind of strange cap to it. So because this one is no longer available, it's very hard to find it. I thought that I would compare it to Le Kenzo, but you will see now on your screen the notes of the two fragrances. So the note of this one, of the newest one, is like so. It has mandarin, lemon, aquazone, lavender, musk, and sandalwood. What is aquazone? So aquazone is actually a molecule that is mimicking this marine, fresh, and green scent. So the notes of the older Le Parkinson, the notes are much more, they're many more notes to this fragrance. So we have reed and mint, green lilac and mandarin orange, pink pepper, water lily, pepper, violet, white peach, amaryllis, rose, cedar, white musk, and vanilla. And so these two fragrances, it's kind of difficult to compare because they are so different. They do have a same note. They are both aquatic, they are both marine, but so that just you understand, this one, the older one, is much more flowery. You can clearly feel the notes of lily, you can clearly feel the notes of lilac, which is very prominent, and the green notes, and also a lot of these kind of fresh and watery notes, as opposed to this one. This one is citrusy, fresh, and the notes here are marine notes. They're not salty, it's not like a salty marine, but it's like this is an aquatic fragrance and this is a marine fragrance. So they are different, they're quite different. Again, this one is targeted towards women, and there's also a male targeted release in this Le Kenzo line, whereas this one is completely unisex fragrance. So this is kind of the main difference from the two fragrances, and they are different enough to own both of them. In fact, I do own both of them, and I do have this older version of that one. So they are different. They're different fragrances. Yes, they're both aquatic. They're both a little bit flowery. Both a little bit like citrusy. But that's it. Like there's so many fragrances that fit into this category, and the outcome is quite different. So these are the different fragrances. Now this one, Le Kenzo, is it has this kind of simple packaging, and they also have this sleeve on the packaging, and this one, it has the coral reef on it. So the percentage of the proceeds from this fragrance will go to protect the coral reef in the island of Moria, I believe. So if you're interested about this one, you can go online, and on YouTube you can see a kind of a short film about this crew, this kind of association that protects the coral reef, and they are actually the main faces of the fragrance. There's no one designated lady or gentleman or a person that represents this fragrance, this group of people that represent this fragrance, because some of the proceeds from this fragrance goes to the protection of the coral reef. So now this fragrance is incredibly nice and fresh. I do have it, I'm using it actively now, and I'm in love with this one. It was a total blind buy. But you know, for some reason, I'm very sure, I'm always sure of the Kenzo fragrances. They do not let me down. They have never let me down, and this is not a fragrance that let me down. So I love this fragrance. Now, I have to say that another thing, like a comparison, this fragrance is a bit more long lasting than this new one on me, on my skin at least. So I have to tell you that the new fragrance, it kind of lasts on me like for good 4 hours, but not longer than that. Whereas this one is the beastly fragrance. It lasts like good 8 hours, 7 to 8 hours on my skin. So this one is not as long lasting as the Leo Kenzo, but it is still a good 4 hours, which is actually not bad. It's actually not bad, because if you compare 4 hours of long lastingness of fragrances of today, you will understand like the majority of fragrances now, they last 3 to 4 hours, which is a norm, a new norm as of today. So the notes sorry, I have to drink some of my water. So the notes of this fragrance, they are incredibly nice and fresh. So mandarin, lemon, this aquazone, this lavender musk and sandalwood, which means that this is kind of a fresh, citrusy, a little bit like herbal because of the lavender, but I was expecting to have much more lavender. There's still lavender and you can feel the lavender, but it's not like the overload of lavender. If you don't like lavender, do not be afraid of this fragrance. It's not a huge on lavender. The lavender is here, you can feel it. You can feel this kind of freshness and coolness of lavender. You can feel this very beautiful citrus opening, and then a lot of this marine ozonic freshness. And again, I have to stress that the marine note here, it's present, but it's not salty. So I don't know how they made it, but it smells like the sea, but it doesn't smell like a salty sea. It just smells like a very, very fresh and beautiful, refreshing water in the sea, but not salty. Now, I can't say that I feel a huge amount of musk. There's musk in this fragrance. I feel the woody notes and this kind of aquatic. It gives me a very, very nice and relaxed kind of vibes. If just imagine yourself sitting on the shore of the sea or of the ocean on some wooden kind of like this kind of beach chaise longue, and it's made of wood, so it's in the water, so you can feel this water that and this kind of wooden thing, and when the wood is moist, when it's wet, you can actually feel the smell of wood a bit better. So this is this kind of vibe. So I'm not saying that it's a vibe of the kind of a beachy vibe. It's not the solar fragrance, but it's just this kind of watery and relaxing day by the by the sea. But it's not about the sun, it's not about the suntan lotion, it's nothing like that. So it's very refreshing, very beautiful. I find it quite interesting that they have launched this fragrance as a unisex fragrance. I do think that it is fitting, it's very fitting, and I do think that this composition, it doesn't really lean masculine, it doesn't really lean feminine, it's just in the middle. It's nice, it's very, very neutral, which is kind of hard to achieve, because sometimes when you think of neutral, gender neutral fragrances, some of them will be too much of this kind of herbal or this kind of maybe not even her, not only herbal, but like balsamic essence in it, or then other ones will be a bit more on the flowery side, but this one is right in the middle. They made a fantastic job. They did really do a fantastic job. It's their take on this unisex fragrance, which I appreciate. I do love unisex fragrances. I think they are very nice. I enjoy wearing them. Now, will this be my new favorite unisex fragrance? You know, I'm a fan of Calvin Klein one. It's been my go-to fragrance for years and years, for decades. But yeah, I don't think so. It is good, and I will probably repurchase it, this one, because it's a nice fragrance. It's nicely done, but no, it's not gonna dethrone my favorite Calvin Klein one fragrance. But yet it's very nice, and also they are selling this fragrance for a good cause, so I'm happy to support this cause with my money. So, and I also like that they have it's all completely made with the glass, and this one is glass as well, which is very nice and very interesting. Now this bottle is kind of reminiscent of a bottle by Calvin Klein, and yeah, I'm gonna just put it on the screen. It kind of does, but then at the same time it doesn't, because the Calvin Klein bottle was more round, or kind of more kind of round shaped, and this one is a bit like oddly shaped. It's not like even on the both sides. So yeah, there's the similarity to it, but then you know, I like the bottle. I like the bottle, and I like everything about this fragrance. It's a nice fragrance. It's nice, freshy, and if you are searching for something like that, for fresh fragrance for summer, for like very early autumn when it's still hot, this is a good companion for you, 100%. Yeah, so this is my take on this fragrance. I like it. Let me know if you like it as well. Did you already get it? Did you tested it? Let me know, and I wish you a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow, actually, because if as you can see, I am publishing this video on Saturday. I was supposed to publish it on Friday, but I just didn't have time, so hence Saturday and Sunday. So I'll see you tomorrow with more fresh fragrances. Bye.